Bienvenue à Paris, and to this special edition of the daily podcast episodes bringing you the inside stories from the Paris 2024 Olympic Games. Allez, allez, allez! Here's your host, John Gregory.
A warm welcome to this fifth episode of this special daily series. Thanks for joining me. We will be bringing you a short daily episode as we guide you on what to expect the next day at the Olympic canoe slalom and kayak cross in Paris and recap on the results from the last day's racing. I'm again joined by Olympic paddlers, teams and race commentators from around the world. Today we have results of the C1 men semi-final and final, plus preview of the C1 women and K1 men heats. I'm joined by Andrea Herzog from Germany, Daniele Molmenti from Italy, Jiri Prskavec from Czechia, and British performance director Mark Ratcliffe. Again, no spoilers, you already know. Nicolas Guestin from France achieved his ultimate run on the Versaman course after a clean sweep through two heats and the semi-final. His gold medal run was more than 5 seconds ahead. That's a huge margin in canoe slalom. 4 runs, 0 penalties, fast and clean. A 6th Olympic C1 men podium with France and Slovakia. Tony Estanguet was there watching. First, let's hear again from Great Britain's performance director, Mark Ratcliffe.
Another fantastic day. Yeah, super proud of Adam. Similar story in a way with Kimberly, perhaps just on the outside of it. Often, 4th place in Tokyo. Often a consistent athlete, but, sometimes not on the podium. Has kept working super hard, kept the belief, and got his rewards today. A really awesome final as well, more exciting paddling, some small mistakes from people there, and you're counting the boats off at the end, but to hang on and take the second place was unbelievable. So super chuffed, great for the team again, and super proud of Adam.
That was Mark Ratcliffe. He talked to us from alongside the Versaman course in Paris, France. There is perhaps no better person to ask for an opinion on C1 women than bronze medalist from Tokyo, who we are equally disappointed is not on the Olympic start line in Paris. I asked Andrea Herzog from Germany for her opinion. She also reminded me that those athletes who haven't come away with an individual medal so far are going to be even more motivated to take a kayak cross medal.
I'm really feeling for them, especially for Ricarda. I think it was really, really tough. She had a pretty good run in the semifinals, and she was going into the last position for the finals, and I think that's always a position where you have much more pressure, and I was just hoping that she will handle fine with it, and I don't know what to say. I think she was really, really disappointed. She's having one more competition with the extreme slalom, and I hope that she will put all her anger in there and maybe get the medal that she deserves. But yeah, of course, all the other K1 women really deserved to be on the podium, especially Jessica Fox. It was really amazing to see her paddling again, and for Sideris, I don't think that anyone wants to be on the 4th place at the Olympics. It was not such a good run. I think, he will be disappointed as well. And I hope that maybe tomorrow the German team is going a bit better, and then we can maybe have the next medals on in 2 or 3 days.
Okay, well, let's hope so. It's going to be exciting to watch. You have been on that Olympic podium in Tokyo. You took bronze in C1 women. What do you remember of that whole experience?
I just remember after I crossed the finish line, I was looking to my coach, and he was, "It's okay, that will be enough, it will be enough." And I was second after my run, and there were 3 more girls to come, and he thought, okay, it's 1, and then it's Jess, and then okay, this can be enough. And I was like, okay, I will trust him. And it was a pretty long wait, and then everything was so fast. We changed our clothes, then we went to the podium, and I just remember all the pictures, but it's really, really hard to put it in words.
Okay, well, we're very sad that you're not in Paris at these Olympics. Kind of arguably, absolutely, you should be, given your world ranking and everything else. So yeah, so unfortunately, yeah, you're having to watch from afar.
Of course, I'm sad not to be there in Paris, but I think that Elena deserves it as well because she was better at the qualification of the national selection races. So yeah, of course she deserves to be there, and I think it will be a really, really tough race. And yeah, I mean, Jess, she's the remaining Olympic champion, and I think she definitely can be double Olympic champion. Yeah, she's pretty good in shape this year, I think so.
Yeah, well, she's shown herself to be on incredible form, yeah, through World Cup races, Krakow, obviously World Cup, which we all remember. She won all three.
Yeah.
Do you think anything has changed in C1 women since Tokyo? Obviously, appreciating it was really only 3 years ago.
Yeah, I think it did. Because in Tokyo, it was like, okay, we have, I don't know, maybe 5, 6, 7 girls who really had the chance to win the medals. And now I think everyone who is able to go into the finals is also able to win a medal. And it's not anymore that you can put a run together and just do no mistakes. That's not enough to win a medal. Then you will be fourth, fifth, sixth, I don't know. But if you want to win the medal, you have to risk something. And you only will win the medal with no risk if everyone who risks anything will do mistakes. So, and I think, yeah, for the Olympic finals, you really have to risk something to be on the podium. And in Tokyo, I think it was not that hard.
Okay, well, that would be exciting. Yeah, I mean, we've seen more 50-second penalties at the Olympics so far than we would ever usually see, particularly in a final, because as you say, yeah, people are cutting that margin so fine and are really kind of putting it all on the line, just to try and gain that extra second.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. It's if you saw Nicolas Gaston, it was just crazy. He was nailing all the moves, and then he's winning with more than 5 seconds. That's that's crazy. And the other guys, I mean, Adam Burgess on the second place, he had the mistake from gate 16 to 17, I think, where he dropped, and then he recovered pretty good. And yeah, Mate Benush, I don't know, it was a good run, but it was not that spectacular. And it was all good. And like I said, it was no mistake in the run. And he knew it when he crossed the finish line. It was the look on his face. And in the end, it was enough because the other guys made more mistakes. And I think that's pretty the same in C1 ladies. And that's different compared to the Tokyo Olympics.
Okay, so what do you think? Anything we should expect to see in that progression from heats to semi-final and final in C1 women?
I think in the heats they won't risk that much because they know it's not that hard to go into the semifinals. And I think in the semifinals, yeah, they will start to risk a bit more, but not that much. Because they all know if you're not in the finals, you can't compete for getting a medal. Yeah, but I think in the finals, they really want to risk something and want to show what C1 ladies can do. And yeah, I think it's going to be really, really exciting to watch.
Okay, well, I mean, the venue is spectacular and just looks incredible. Any prediction in terms of who is most likely to be up on that podium?
Yeah, I think, of course, Jess Fox. She's one of the favorites. I won't be surprised if she gets another gold medal this year. And yeah, Mallory Franklin, she was struggling a bit in the season, but it was pretty much the same in front of the Tokyo Olympics. Then she nailed And so I think you definitely have to look at her. And then there's so much young ladies like Marjorie Delassus, who really deserves to be on the podium after being fourth in Tokyo, or Gabriela Zatkova. She's having a really, really good style. Anna Sachila really doing a good season so far, and there's so many girls. I think every one of them deserves to be on the podium, and I'm really looking forward to watch the finals.
Okay, well, we'll be looking forward to Elena Lilick as well. Obviously, we should mention who, is definitely out there as well as a contender for, definitely the final and the podium as well. But I mean, you're competing against each other, but I mean, you're friends at the end of the day. I mean, you've become, through the years and years of competition, you've become such good friends.
Yeah, of course. I think that's pretty good in canoe slalom because you're not directly competing against each other. You all are doing your run, and then you just hope that your run was the best. But it's not like in KX sprint that you can look at each other. And so I think it's pretty different, and I think they deserve to be on the podium because I know how hard they train, and it's sometimes you do a mistake and sometimes you don't. And if you don't, then you can be on the podium.
But anyway, thank you for chatting with me. So you're planning to do the last 2 World Cup races of this year. Maybe you make your impression on that stage instead.
Yeah, I really plan to do so. I was trying to go for the overall World Cup win, like Ricarda did in 2016, but I don't know, just Fox, she's just so strong this season. I don't know who is able to stop her, but yeah, we will see what will happen. And as long as they compete at the Olympics, I will train to be even stronger. And yeah, then we will see. Yeah, it was pretty amazing to watch the Olympics so far, and I really looking forward to watch every afternoon in the next couple of days. And yeah, I'm crossing my fingers for the German team, of course, but everyone competing at the Olympics, they really deserve to be on the podium, and yeah, just enjoy it to be there and make a lot of memories. And yeah, I hope the next Olympics, maybe I can be there again and compete and feel the pressure, which is pretty much, I think. And I'm looking forward to the races.
That was Andrea Herzog. She represented Germany at the Olympics in Tokyo. She talked to us from home in Leipzig, Germany. I asked Italy's Olympic champion from London 2012, Daniele Molmenti, his recollections, impressions and predictions. I also asked him about the Italian team, Steffi and Rafi's results.
The memories from London are very clear, very deep inside me, but they're not everything. Like I don't have any bit of my run in my head. Probably is somewhere hiding in the soul or the heart. But what I remember was the start line. I had assigned to my coach. I had my sign of the cross, a kind of starting my engine. And then, well, at the finish line, when I saw the score time, I knew that it was a pretty hard time to beat. I had to scream for my happiness and adrenaline rush. And then the second scream to Peter Kauser, he was pedaling to the start line. And my intention was to cheer him, like, I've done my best. It's your turn to do your best. Let's see who is taking the goal today. Well, I did it. It was great for me. It was a long process to arrive at the final in that form, in that condition, with that attitude and confidence. It was really the end of a great journey. Well, it was more between myself more than the opponent, but yeah, it was great. It will be soon written in a book, hopefully also in English. It's a way that is easily repeated, can be easily repeated from all the athletes and all the people that believe in themselves, believe in a process, believe in the system, in science, and believe that the dream can come true. What I expect for K1M? Well, after 3 days of racing, I think they had the time to get used to the big voice of the public, something unusual for us. Here is 12,000 people that screaming cheers you up and can be scared, can pump you too much. So it's very important to have a good emotional control before the start and be clear with your strategy. And also a strategy compared to the K1 ladies and the C1 men, I think now is more clear. They know where they can really push and where they have to control. So I think I'm expecting maybe a more efficient race. Like the first paddler of this Olympic was a bit too careful about doing the gates and not really pedaling it between them. So yeah, I'm expecting probably a great show, especially in the final. The top player should go through the heats and the semi-final quite easily. They must just be careful to don't think will be too easy first, but also to don't exaggerate when you don't need to do it. Prediction in slalom is very hard to make. Here at the Olympics, there are the top player, and in the final with 12 athletes, I think every athlete there can dream a medal and can have the chance to take it. In the last days, I saw many people pedaling very well, but I don't know if it's scaramantic or what. I prefer to don't say any names I saw better than the other. Anyway, for sure, the best will be the winner. Stephanie Horn I think I had a good race so far. It's in the last 1 year and a half, she was struggling a little in the finals, but yesterday she managed, I think, quite well everything except I think she lost a bit of balance in the second part of the race. Probably the control of the energy during the tracks wasn't perfect, and she lost a bit of time in the second part of the track. Well, but being top 5 at the games is is something to can write in your palmarès and be happy for, and we are all happy for her. Our Rafi didn't qualify for the final. There's a big disappointment in the team. We know that the result is not showing the real potential of the athlete. We all hope for more, and we know that if he could restart again this run, probably with a different strategy, he could reach the goal. He asked for operational autonomy in the last year, preparing this race, and it will be very important for him to understand the process he's done, understand what was wrong, and restart tomorrow with a different mind for the future, because I think he can still say a lot in this world, and I hope he will do it.
That was Daniele Molmenti. He represented Italy at the Olympics in Beijing and London. He talked to us from beside the course in Versailles, Paris, France. So back to the start now for heats in the C1 women and K1 men. In C1 women, after its debut at the Tokyo Olympics, reigning Olympic champion is Jess Fox from Australia, and reigning world champion is Mallory Franklin from Great Britain. Jess Fox was the winner of the pre-Olympic test event in Versailles, with the final of the 2023 World Cup Series. She is also leading the 2024 World Cup Series. Representing France in Paris is world number 9, 26-year-old Marjorie Delassus, competing in her second Olympics. In C1 women, the progression system is 18 fastest after both runs, qualified to the semi-final, and the remainder are eliminated. The average age in C1 women is 25 years, which is the youngest of any of our classes. Finally today, I had a message from world number 1, Jiri Prskavec.
The preparation went super well so far. The thing I'm most excited for the Paris Olympics is probably the huge grandstand with all the people filling each seat, and that's probably one thing I have never experienced at the Olympics. Rio wasn't a full house. In Tokyo, we obviously didn't have any people, so this is the one thing I'm super excited for.
That was Jiri Prskavec. He represented Czechia at the Olympics in Rio and Tokyo. He will be racing on the Wasserman course in Paris today. In K1 men, reigning Olympic champion is Jiri Prskavec and reigning world champion is Joe Clark from Great Britain. Peter Kauser from Slovenia is competing in his 5th Olympics. Jiri Prskavec, Jakub Grigar from Slovakia, and Giovanna de Janeiro and Pepe Gonzalez from Brazil race in their 3rd Olympics. Teenager Titouan Castric from France was the winner of the pre-Olympic test event in Wasserman with the final of the 2023 World Cup Series. He is representing France in Paris. The average age of the K1 men is 27.6 years. In K1 men, the progression system is 20 fastest after both runs qualify to the semi-final. The remainder are eliminated. So thanks to my guests today, Andrea Herzog, Daniele Molmenti, Jiri Prskavec and Mark Ratcliffe. Tomorrow's episode will bring results of the C1 women and K1 men heats and preview the C1 women semi-final. Again, if you need more, then look no further than Ettore Valdi's brilliantly insightful and eloquent blog. I'm John Gregory. Thanks for listening. I'll be back in our next episode, released tomorrow at 6 a.m. Central European Time.
That's it for now. Please subscribe to the podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify or YouTube, and leave a review too. Until the next episode, keep it fast and clean. Au revoir.